Oh my. Oh my.
Come on, guys. Another brick in the wall. These are the days of our lives. Janie's got a gun. And that's it, guys. That's the episode. All right, we're done with this. That was a bit aggressive. All right, now we're done. Ooh, and that little fade out. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is Shot 30 Podcast. I am Shayne Neubert, and today I have two of my, Brandon, I haven't met you yet, but I've already heard so much about you. Honestly, you may be one of my favorite people, and I'm getting ready to learn everything about you. I have Brandon Gale in the studio, and returning back to the studio is that hot boy down at the end, Mr. Jake McDowell.
Hello.
And dude, hey, and I will say too, we have Julian Vandervelde set to be, or Vandervelde. He added that weird R in there for some reason.
It's real weird.
He's a piece of shit, but I am super excited. He's going to be in the studio for our Super Bowl episode because he's a busy guy, I guess. He can't just show up from here until the Super Bowl. He's got too much going on. But yeah, no, seriously, thank you guys for being here. And Shot 30 Podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, CastBox, YouTube, all those things. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. And Brandon, so I want to start in with the fact I do enough.
I don't know how to prepare for this.
I do enough diving down into a person's rabbit hole, and Jake has talked about you so much. Now, do you are you making movies?
Trying to. I have in the past. I'm going to school for it now. I'm going for my bachelor's in digital cinematography.
Wow. I actually wanted to go to school for, it was either, this is going to sound so crazy, but it was either cinematography or astronomy. And then I realized, hey, I have really broke parents.
They're basically the exact same thing.
You're very accurate.
Very close in nature, really.
But I didn't have enough money, and I didn't realize that hey, your parents make $20,000 a year. Hey, you're fast as fucked.
For sure.
They're you need to make no money, and then you get free college.
Yeah.
Really?
It was really bad.
Yeah, it's going nuts right now.
Yeah, they added in my income, which was $8,000 from McDonald's.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're like,
what do you mean you can't afford payments?
Yeah, my parents were like, wow, we're really booming now, huh?
Right. You're not rich enough to be smart. That's what it is.
And they probably took in the extra McDoubles I brought home and shit like that. And they're like, wow, he put an extra slice of cheese. That's $40 more a week. Yeah. But no. So what got you into that?
Just being a fan of movies since I could remember. I've had these conversations with my wife all the time. She'll always ask me what are your dreams like, that kind of thing. When I dream in music videos and movies and stuff like that. I never dream oh yeah, I went to the store. It's usually oh, I went to do this mundane thing and this guy came out of the ceiling with a sword and everything went nuts. All my dreams are on PCP. And I've been trying to get that on celluloid and on film for as long as I can remember, and nobody wants to look at you and go, yeah, you're a guy off the street. Let's give him a camera. So I was like, I should go to school, I guess.
Well, that is cool. So how old are you?
34.
And then to go back to school. So that's really funny that Jake has told me that you and it's a very nice compliment, because for a long time Jake has told me so much about you and how much he loves you. And then he said that you and me were very comparable. Like,
Yeah.
and I really love that. That's a really nice thing to say because he's never had nothing but the best words ever. And I know his ass has been excited to get you on Shot 30.
He's been real weird about it.
But like, and can you believe he won't give Timmy a happy ending?
It's selfish, is what it is.
It's a damn mockery. She's asking for it on personal time, not on work hours.
Right.
I mean,
And he's like, I don't know how I'm not rich from this yet. Like, get it together.
Jake, look at your fingers compared to my fingers.
Right.
Look at your fingers compared to mine.
You are a well-hung lesbian.
Dude, you can fill a lot of holes with that.
You're ready to go. Sausage links. All day.
Dude, Stanley Yelnats? Oh, man. Dude, he would be proud. You just fill up all those holes he just dug.
Just a fistful of dicks.
I missed the reference.
Stanley Yelnats, it was the movie Holes.
Holes, buddy.
It was Shia LaBeouf. He had to dig a 7x7 hole.
See, you guys, why am I even here? You guys have all this knowledge that I don't know. I was going to, like Brandon was talking about why he was getting into film, and all I could think about is
Porn.
in black and white. Like, he dreams in fucking music videos, and I'm like, here's my dead mom appearing again in black and white. She can't even come in a nice dress or anything.
Oh my God. It's a nice day to start again. Dude, wait, so Brandon, if you have like a big movie, like a big movie that you make,
Yeah.
can we be like in that?
Absolutely. Because the first thing they teach you in school is like,
Just
if you
support
could-
your friends?
If you can get, not even.
That's the last thing they teach in school.
I'm sure they were like, yeah, I guess support your people or whatever. but at first they're like, if you can get somebody to work for free, do that. I was like, all right, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, I'll work for free.
Or the people you get in for cheaper.
Wait, what the fuck do you mean? I'm not working for free. If I'm gonna be like your like Tom Cruise in a Mission Impossible, I mean, if you're paying me a little bit, and I've got some acting ability. You ever seen my TikTok?
Yeah, absolutely. The big dick, the dick talks. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, I've been banned a few times, but hey, we're still fighting. We're still alive.
See, I'm flustered by this because we were just talking about this on the way here.
But
And
I know
not,
you were.
not your dick talks, but the fact that he's been banned off Facebook and now you're telling me you got kicked off TikTok. I guess I'm not as much of a rebel as you do. Like, I haven't been kicked off anything.
Well, I get kicked off because it is a big penis. Jake gets kicked off because there is no filter.
That's not really a bad reason to be kicked off. It's because my dick, isn't it?
Well, it's kind of like it's for me, it's
My
like,
dick is behind me, isn't
why can did I just step on it? like firefighters, they're the best at jerking me off because they slide down a pole like that. Dude, I got to think for those
Your
guys.
dick's in the blender again. My bad.
But Jake just doesn't have a filter on the internet.
Oh,
That's
for
why he has to
sure.
have a second account. And he just dribbled a little bit, and I saw it. It rolled right off the bottom of that stash, baby.
Midwest Samurai at it again.
Dude, we do have a samurai sword right behind you if you want to bust out any moves. It's a very small
Not
room,
right now,
so
but
don't.
maybe after this.
Just don't hurt anybody. Don't hurt. So, what is your favorite movie?
Oh man, to have a favorite movie?
It is hard to have a favorite.
For sure.
What's so hard about this? I have a favorite movie, Brandon.
What's your favorite movie?
Good Will Hunting.
Great
Oh,
movie.
That's a solid movie to have as a favorite, though.
I thought you guys were going to make fun of me for it. I don't know why I keep leaning into the microphone.
No, that's where you need to talk. Like, I mean, it's
Okay.
yeah, you sound
doing
great
great.
there. Well, is everybody still alive in that movie?
No, they're not, Shane.
I'm a big Robin Williams fan, though.
Oh, absolutely.
I do.
He was the man.
And so
This is
actually,
the part where somebody's like, it's okay. Aggressively, it's okay.
well,
It's
should
okay.
we maybe put it out there? Like, hey, if you are going through anything, reach out to us. 1-800-SIR-MIX-A-LOT and kick them nasty thoughts. Like,
Baby got back.
but no, like, so Robin Williams, the Comedy Store documentary. Have you any of you guys seen it?
I have not.
Really good.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh! And then without like Robin Williams not being a part of it, but some of the old things that he said about it, like it was really, really cool. I really enjoyed that so much. And then the Jim Carrey, even the weird like Michael Keaton stuff when they were like, he was the guy who got super famous and said, fuck all this.
Right.
And who wouldn't? You know, like who
Oh, yeah.
wouldn't? You know, he not only did he get super famous, he was Beetlejuice. So
Right.
he made enough money that he would never, and then he became Batman. What a crazy combo of.
It's kind of a weird trajectory of a career to follow. Mm-hmm. You were in all these movies like Henry Winkler and what was it? Movies. He was in movies.
Movies.
And then to be
Movies,
Beetlejuice,
baby.
and then go on to be Batman, and then some semblance of Hawkman
Yeah,
later
oh
on.
my God.
Right. And then Vulture.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah. Dude, wait, but so the one movie you're referring to, oh man, what was it fucking called? Because that movie won an award for it was shot in 3 segments.
Yeah.
With Edward Norton, right?
Yeah.
It was shot in 3 segments. Literally, that movie only took essentially 6 hours to film.
Yeah,
What?
when you chalk it all up on paper, like exactly what
Oh,
they
I
had to
see.
do, all
Yeah.
the stuff that they cut out and all that. Oh, Birdman. It was just
Birdman, yeah, it was Birdman. And it was really cool, like a little bit quirky at the end when he flies out of the hospital. Like, I mean,
Right.
that was a
It
little.
was like a fever dream.
I never watched it, but now I'm remembering. It was supposed to be like this, like really like great movie, and then it ended up.
Well, it won so many awards.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe
Wait, are we
maybe
talking
not for
about
the
Black Swan?
No.
What?
Black Swan.
Birdman, Black Swan, like it's a bird.
How dare you? How
Okay,
dare you?
I gotta go.
No, even if it didn't win awards for like the story per se, it definitely got a lot of awards for just the technical aspects.
And how different. I mean, it was honestly so different. I watched it. I didn't love it, but I see why it was. I mean, it was just so different than any movie I've ever seen before.
For sure.
And then The Revenant, actually, they tried to beat that too. They were trying to get Leo on. Was it an Oscar that he never won?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so when they did that, they were shooting it to get him an Oscar.
That
and
was
then
their sole aim. Yeah.
yeah, and so that one was
Was
shot.
that the one he got an Oscar on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that one was shot in 3 full scenes as well.
Yeah, they did a lot of like group shots for it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing too. It's like if I can't get an Oscar for fighting a bear, bro,
Oh, dude.
don't give me anything ever again.
Did he win one for Wolf of Wall Street?
Not it's the Oscar or whatever it is. There's one group he didn't win anything for ever till The Revenant. But The Wolf of Wall
was
Street
great.
was great.
It was a
For
great
sure.
movie. So was The Revenant. I like both of them.
Yeah.
But now they have the Wolf of Wall Street guy that's based on the real story. That guy's still fucking coked out and losing his fucking mind.
absolutely.
What
He's
a
on
fucking
TikTok.
weirdo. Yeah, he
He's
is.
on TikTok.
Oh,
like,
Jordan Belfort.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's taking nickels and dimes from our
Oh, yeah.
stupid asses. Dude.
I saw. I think it was a TikTok or on YouTube or something where he said somebody was like, if somebody gave you a Quaalude right now, would you take it? He's like, I wouldn't think about it twice. Like he's been clean for like 15 years or something. He's like, I wouldn't even hesitate. Like I would take it right now.
Man, dude. Well, Jake, I do want to ask you a question.
Okay.
In inches, how big is your penis? Because it's huge.
Tell me when to
It's
stop.
not. No,
Really?
No.
Really?
Tell him when to stop.
Dude.
It's honestly like a very average penis.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's like,
Jake, I've seen it. Why are you doing this?
what are you talking about? You have a fucking giraffe neck. down
Yeah,
there, dude.
yeah. I've got a big penis, but like, please tell me, like,
It's 6 inches, dude.
no, it's not
Yes,
soft,
it is.
He wants
No.
to know if he can see you at the meeting.
dude. Let me tell. Okay, fine. If Jake's not gonna do it, I'll do it. Jake has a very long, thick
Motherfucker's
penis.
girthy. Right?
It's 6 inches, man.
It's not 6 inches.
and
you
6
fuckface.
inches around.
It pays taxes.
It is a good looking wiener, and the
it's
head on that thing. Jesus Christ. Woof.
Hey, so Brandon, what's your favorite movie?
You
by
would
the way?
never miss a nail. If that was your hammer, you'd never miss a nail. I can tell you that.
You guys like the Care Bears movie?
Oh, Care Bears.
No, I don't think I have like a absolute favorite movie. I have a movie that I've done the most for, like gone out of my way the most for. I really loved the movie Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Do I know that? I don't know what that is.
It's got like Michael Cera
really?
and you'll
It's a
have to
superhero
watch.
movie.
Yeah.
And Michael Cera, he's like the really awkward, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, and
Yeah.
I do like him.
Yeah. And I didn't watch it because of him. Like, but if anything, that movie made me respect him more. It's like, okay, all right, he's not just a what all these other movies are trying to paint him as, like a dullard. Like, he was really good in that movie and perfect for that part. I love the movie more for the technical aspect. Edgar Wright, who was the writer-director of that movie, based it on a graphic novel from Canada. A guy by the name of Sean O'Malley, I believe it was. But yeah, like all the technical aspects, it's essentially like a live-action anime. And I've never been a fan of anime, but just the way the whole movie, I would say like 50% of it is live action. The other half is all stuff that editors went in and like drew the boom and the pow and the action around. I love that movie so much because it was fun. It was just fun. Like the story was kind of middle of the board. People either love it or hate it. There's no real in between. But the movie itself, it was just fun to watch. It was perfect for kids with ADHD. Yeah, it's fun.
I think but I actually just said almost word for word what you just said yesterday.
Yeah.
Because we watched the new Venom. Venom, There Will Be Carnage.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it's silly. And yeah, like I've been a Marvel fan my whole life, and Carnage has always been just a reckless, ruthless murderer, and they made him to be that in the movie. But like, it's a lot of people don't like the Venom, like the new Venom, and what they're doing with it because it is so goofy. But that's what I said to Timmy. I was like, this is a fun movie to watch. I really enjoyed it because it was fun.
Did those same people not like Deadpool? Like,
Yeah, well, yes,
Right.
that is true. That is, actually, I would say that most people that I've talked to don't like Deadpool.
oh, for the same reason.
Exactly.
Well,
They
they're
think
fucking
it's so
stupid.
stupid or so silly, but like it's a fun movie, man.
Absolutely.
But
You
you're
know-
already like, I mean, like one of the things I like about Deadpool is that you're already, because it's a superhero movie, you're already suspending disbelief, right?
Exactly.
So like, why not take it to a fun, like, you could have, I'm sure that they could have a perfectly good Deadville movie without like the fun, like breaking the fourth wall stuff.
Right.
But why not? Like, I mean, play around with the movie and see
Well,
what
it's
you can
funny
do.
to me. It's like, well, if you had a symbiote attached to you, you wouldn't act like that. How the fuck do you know?
It's not real. It's not a real thing.
Right. Suspend your disbelief. It's just fun to go watch the colors happen.
I've literally sat there and had like 100 spiders purposely try to bite me, so I could be Peter.
Let's go.
And I'm still Shane. I'm still this fat loser, dude. Like, I'm still Shane. Like,
That one didn't have powers. Fuck off.
dude, I started
We'll
choking
try
myself.
again tomorrow.
I started choking myself with my belt, like leaning forward just to try to be funny like some comedians, and it still never worked for me.
Come on, I want to be David Carradine.
Oh.
Horrible joke.
I think we
Wait,
just made two bad ones in a row.
Love Kill
David,
Bill.
what did he?
Belt around the neck.
Yeah, and I was in Robin Williams. Yeah.
No, I knew that. But I thought David Carradine was like a mass murderer.
No. What? That's David Correct.
Well,
Oh, okay.
do you want to know what I think is so funny? Like, it's kind of a loop back to like the Marvel and the movies, the superheroes. What we do, why do we love superhero movies? It's because it's not real.
Yeah.
It's because we always dream about being something like that.
sure.
And it's the same reason that movies like all of the serial killers and Ted Bundy's and like the true crime, it's the same reason why we're just as fascinated. Because I don't know what it's like to hack up a woman's body and bury it, or eat some kid's eyeballs and then, shit on them. I don't know.
But you want to know what's going on in their head.
But we fascinate about it because we'll never be those people.
Right.
I mean, Jake has the hair to do it,
Close,
but I don't think he has the heart to do it. That's it. But we fascinate about those things, and that's kind of why we're like, those things are so popular.
For sure.
You're not gonna get like, hey, you want to see Shane well, go through his normal life of being a completely average dude. No one gives a fuck about that. You know, like,
Let's get the IMAX camera. No,
That was kind of what, like,
just get the Sony hand cam.
I haven't seen. I didn't watch the whole thing, and I only saw it a long time ago. But that's kind of what the Truman Show was about. Like, this is a very mundane, but it was because you knew other people were watching him.
Yes.
That gave it some sort of.
but we've all had that weird thought. You know, just kind of like, there's been times you've both been in your car and you just go, like me and Timmy talked about this the other day. There's always been times like, what if I just drive off the street and hit that tree and just die right now?
For sure.
You know, it sounds really demented and stupid, but we've
done
had that.
that.
Or like we've also went, what if I fell asleep and just, what would happen?
Right.
You know, like we've done those silly things. Or like, hey, this fucking asshole like is in front of me driving fucking 40 and then hitting his brakes. What if I just fucking plow into? We have those things, but we never have done that. So we're fascinated by that little tiny pebble of a thought.
Absolutely.
That
I think if anybody's struggled with depression, they've had those thoughts of like, what if I just never woke up? You know, that kind of thing. Like, I went and I had a doctor's appointment last week. There we go.
No, you're good.
I had a doctor's appointment last week, and, you know, we talked about my mental state and how things are going. And she asked me, she's like, I've got to ask this, not that I have any fear that you will, but are you thinking about, like, hurting yourself or killing yourself? I was like, oh, no, I'm chicken shit. I'm going to see this ride through. She didn't like that joke. She's like, I was like, I'm kidding. Live a little, Doc.
It's a joke,
Yeah,
baby.
right. You'll be fine. And
You did one of these on her?
yeah, it's like, you'll be good. And immediately after that joke, she's like, yeah, we're going to take some of your blood. I was like, fuck.
Well, when you give your doctor a noogie after you say a joke, it doesn't normally work.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon, I've got a question.
Yeah.
You recently shot and directed and produced a horror movie, yeah?
Working on producing and editing it now, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about that? And
Yeah, sure. Well, like we said before, I'm in school now, and all the classes, like, get jam-packed in a month. Mm-hmm. So it's literally like, welcome to the class, do this. It's like, oh, shit, all right. And so it's very accelerated. And a couple months ago, a few months ago, they had us write a short film script, which was like, 2 to 4 minutes. And they're like, just be warned, like, you're going to have to shoot this in either your next class or in a month or two. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I wrote something simple that I felt like we could handle pretty easily. And a couple months later, they have us actually shoot the principal photography for it. And essentially what the script amounts to being is I wrote it as a father and son are at home. They're snowed in. The kid can't go to school, so dad stays home from work, stays with the kid. Mm-hmm. They're running around the house playing tag, hide and seek, all that stuff. Dad gets kind of bored, wants to test out his GoPro camera. Mm-hmm. Ends up strapping it to his son's chest, and he's like, hey, go hide. And his kid's like, okay. And his kid's young enough to where, like, his communication is not that well. Uh-huh. He's young enough where it's like dada or food or snack or whatever. So dad sets the GoPro on him, says, go ahead, and he runs, and dad's kind of sitting there, looking at family photos or, killing time, whatever, and then he hears a big scream. Dad goes to check on the kid, can't find the kid. Kid ends up falling out of a closet that he was hiding in and runs up to dad, like, screaming, crying. Dad gives him a hug, tries to console him, and then we fade to later in the night when the kid is, like, passed out, falling asleep, whatever, and dad's like, okay, now that that's, put away.
And then he watches it.
Yeah, I'll check the footage on the camera, and that's when he sees what...
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm dug in, dude. I'm deep. I'm balls deep.
So I thought that would be kind of a cool idea. With a bigger budget, I feel like it could be fantastic, but having the almost zero budget that a student filmmaker has, I feel like we did some pretty good damage with it. Like I had.
Where can we find this? Is this is out?
It's not up yet.
Oh damn!
This actually the class
that was part of why I was asking. I was like, I realized that I hadn't seen any like updates about it. And I was like, I need to know.
I was gonna go fab to it.
Well, this we had to change a couple things because and our teachers have always said, try and keep everything kind of fluid to where.
Oh, this is it. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's a little teaser image.
If you send me that, I will put that up right in the middle right now.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But all the teachers said, like, keep things fluid, like characters, that kind of thing. If a man or a woman can do it, that makes it better. Or if a man or a woman could play the role, like, that's perfect, because then if you can't find a dude to do it, find a woman to do it, or find whoever to do it, or keep it kind of open. Oh. And so I first wrote it for, like, a father and a son, because I don't know any.
I think that sounds perfect. Like,
Yeah.
it sounds perfect.
Yeah, I don't know any other way of life.
So you've shot this, right?
Yeah, I shot the principal photography. I could still probably get some, like, B-roll and stuff like that. But,
So how was the actors for it?
oh, they were fantastic.
Is it what you wanted?
Absolutely, because I like I was saying, I wrote it for a father and a son, but when I struggled to get those two roles filled, I kind of switched things around, and we ended up going with an older sister, younger sister thing. So it's like two kids left at home, mom.
She's babysitting.
Yeah, we introduced a phone call into the character, where it starts off with the older sister getting a phone call from mom, like, all right, I'll watch her, but I get to go to my friend's house this weekend, right? Okay, cool, whatever, I'll take care of her, and, like, we're right back into the same story.
That is so. So you wrote everything though.
Yeah.
And so that changes everything. That changes
yeah.
all the dialogue.
It changed most of the dialogue, because it was pretty
Still
dialogue limited.
Yeah, like, I see how it's still the same premise, but it changes so much, and that's such a loop.
Yeah.
What was? Can I? But, like, I mean, like, I know you. Maybe I'm cutting you off. Like,
No.
I just want to know, like, why was it such a problem to find a guy and a like a dad and a son?
Well, first of all, it was under very short notice. Like,
yeah, I do understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. And with, COVID and the pandemic and all that stuff, you're also having to work with people's schedules, and if they're even comfortable to come out and do anything like this, that kind of thing. But what made it so much easier is that I've done stage shows and stuff like that with Spotlight Theater in the Quad Cities, and
Is that where I was just at?
Yeah, that's where you perform.
Yeah.
And
Some freaking incredible performance
Absolutely.
going through. Hey, the Tubs. Yeah,
They're fantastic.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yeah. Go to the Spotlight Theater, check out. We're actually going to put their link down below, because they are great people.
Absolutely.
And they are really working hard to get that.
Oh, the owners?
Yeah.
they're
Little
good.
Shop of Horrors that they did there.
yeah.
Brilliant. It was
Absolutely.
so good. Honestly, it might have been better than the fucking movie. Even though Timmery wants to bang Rick Moranis. Like, she
Rick
got
Moranis?
mad.
Oh, yeah.
She got a mad boner over it. Jake, you gotta put one of those in my mouth, please.
Yeah, no, they've got a really nice venue, and they are workaholics, so it makes every show so much better. I ended up doing, the first show I did there was big. It was
You know it.
Tom Hanks when he's a little kid and grows into a man, like, overnight.
Gotcha, yeah. Yep.
I ended up playing essentially Tom Hanks's dad in that for like a minute, and then I was like background players throughout the rest of it.
Oh, dude.
And then they had me be in Miracle on 34th Street later at the end of the year. But yeah, across the board, fantastic people. They work hard. Definitely go to their website, spotlighttheaterqc.com, I believe.
Yep, and link will be tagged below.
Yeah. So I built kind of a rapport with a few of the actors in the area, and I went to high school with this guy named Adam. His sister actually grew up and had a bunch of kids that all want to get into theater and want to do movies and stuff like that. So she saw me post on there like, hey, I'm looking for actors, anybody help out? Mm-hmm. She's like, I don't have any, like, I don't have a male and
dad.
I don't have a dad and a younger kid that you could pull from, but my girls could probably do it. I was like, okay, let's check it out. I've worked with her daughter Bella before, and then she introduced me to her two younger daughters, which both would have been perfect for the younger sister. So I was like, okay, let's go with the youngest. And she was a little nervous, going into it. So
How old is she?
She was 4, getting ready to turn 5. So
Yeah,
super
so
young.
crazy.
God, dude.
That is so crazy. Like, how do you come across a fucking 4-year-old that can act? Like,
Well, and it's like, when you're in like high school, you'll be like, yeah, I've been acting for like 10 years. And people are like, that's ridiculous.
Like, dude, yeah.
You're 14 years old, and it's like, no, for real.
And she was fantastic.
Really?
And so I changed a couple things around because essentially it started off father and son, where dad's just like, all right, let's play around, whatever. And between a father and his young son that already doesn't like talk full sentences, we're not really losing out on a whole lot of dialogue. They're not. I don't have to cut all the stuff about astrology or politics out.
Yeah, you're just, you're just kind of like just kind of overlapping this for that is almost
I just had to restructure a couple things, and we started off with the older daughter taking a phone call from mom saying, all right, I'll watch her, okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that kind of quickly sets up the backstory of you got an older sister watching a younger sister, so on and so forth. And then we kick into it. It was almost like, all right, well, we eliminated all that other backstory, like, right out of the gate. But, yeah, like, shooting all the principal photography with both of them, they made it really easy for, like, a green filmmaker like myself to come in and be like, I have to give me a little bit of time to set up the lights. They're like, do what you got to do. Like, we'll be over here. Come get us when you're ready.
And so where are you releasing, when you release this, is it just going to be a YouTube? Is it going to be, because there's some routes. So we had a guy named Jordan Raybould. He just released his comedy special on Netflix. He's at, I think, 700,000 views on his YouTube page. He goes up, he's actually started comedy with Chris DiStefano.
DiStefano? Yeah.
And then Mark Normand.
Nice.
And so he's out of
Mark Normand is one of my favorite comedians.
Dude,
so
and so we had Jordan on, and he was talking about how, dude, they've all just been best friends, and he's like, fuck those guys for making it and me for being a loser. And
Mark Normand, I think I like him because he feels like me, because he's just like so... like chill, like
he's
all
not very
jokes,
excitable.
No, he's not. And he's like,
it is a very comparable type of comedy. Like he's like, hey, so like here's the joke.
Yeah.
Do you get it or not? And like
I didn't know that was a thing.
But so Mark Normand also does a very old style of comedy, which I think Jake does as well. Hey, you're going to either understand this or not, and then I'm going to make you feel so awkward for a moment if you don't understand it.
I do that.
But, yeah, so Jordan did, when he came on the podcast, I was like, dude, you're like the coolest fucking dude. Like, this is so awesome. And then when he started talking about some of the other comedians, that like Mark grabbed him aside one night and was like, release this on YouTube. Make your money for you.
Yeah.
Do it for you. And so Jordan did it, and he was like, now I'm a paid traveling comic making money every single day of my life, even if I don't go up on stage.
And that's what you need, is you need those guys that have been doing stand-up forever, that have been doing movies or whatever else for a long time to step in and go, hey, I've done that before. Don't do it that way.
Don't make that mistake.
Redirect this way. Like, change your route right here, and you'll be gold. Thank God for him. Yeah.
I think like a big thing too is to like, one thing, be flexible. Like you were saying with, you'd written out this script, and it didn't work out exactly like that. But also to be like true to who you are. Like, you don't want to do stuff just because it's going to make you money, but you also don't want to like forsake yourself just because like for the craft, or like have a middle. Thing,
when you're on stage, you don't want to get the laughs because some drunk asshole fucking burps in the middle and then everybody thinks it's funny.
Right.
You want to get the laughs because you made a
time
joke.
writing it.
Yeah, and you've worked on this joke to like have people laugh at what you're doing,
But that's,
me and this dickhead are not a team. I wrote this myself.
Yeah, fuck that asshole.
You know what?
Yeah.
But this is, again, the point I'm trying to make is that like, I go up. Anytime I go on stage, I have a plan in mind. It may not even be a very like strong centered plan, but
it's
I
yours.
have an idea of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And if some dickhead is going to derail me, I'm not going to like throw a fit because somebody interrupted my thing. I'm going to
And in the
deal
end, it
with
makes you look bad. If you throw the fit. Yeah.
I'm going to deal with it and then move on, and I'm going to use him, if I can, I'm going to use him to my advantage to be like, all right, I'm the winner here. This guy's the dickhead. Obviously, I've just proven that to you by my witty banter or whatever,
Well,
but,
you actually did it at the show the other day when you had taken, there was some...
that was just such a wild thing, man. I went up knowing that...
But it was so fun. Dude, Jake, I'm going to tell you right now, I was sitting there, I was like, oh my God, dude. The way you twisted things fuck you assholes, I'm going to stand right here for a long time. And then you're like, when you said, they never gave me a time limit, so I may be up here all night. And then they start laughing, and then they get quiet, and you're like, yeah, I'm still here. Fuck you. And then oh God, they're giving me the light. So, and then you
Steve told me he wasn't going to give me a light. And then,
dude. And so he says, I've got another joke. And it is 30 seconds before he goes, I got the joke I want to say. And I'm literally in fucking tears. You just got the light. And now you said, oh, I got the joke I want to say. And
people were last.
I was no, but your pineapple, all the jokes you were making, it was, and I was like, fuck, God damn it, I'm always gonna be the worst fucking comic who goes up, dude.
Jake is always so hard on himself. When it comes to stand up,
I know he's on himself with everything.
My first joke that night was when two gas station attendants get married. That's called a come and stay. And this lady in the front row, it's pretty good. This lady in the front row was like, "Oh, come and go," and I was like, "Yep, that's a joke." And
right. She's with it. All right.
And then I was going on, and I knew so burlesque audiences are very they're loud, they're vocal, and that's fine.
And they're also there to watch burlesque, not to watch us assholes.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I went into it knowing that it was not just going to be me quietly telling jokes, So I kind of went into it I'm just going to ride the wave and see what happens.
That's all you can
one
do
lady
in that
kept
situation,
telling me to take off my pants, and I wanted
no, there was a lot of ladies. I can tell you, I was in the back, so I heard it all. There was a lot of people telling me to take off your pants.
Take off my pants.
Jake's like, I don't have to tell jokes. Fuck it.
Jake said, I know I'm pretty much getting laid tonight. Dude, I
didn't get laid.
I sat. You didn't pursue it. You left. But dude, I sat back in my chair, and I was literally in tears. And you're like, so I know I'm getting laid tonight. And dude, there was people screaming, and I just sat back and fuck you. Oh, it was so funny. So Brandon, I do want to say, so when you get an idea with a movie or stuff like that, what do you get ideas from other people?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, if anything, I had a weird occurrence.
Or you just have even a dream and then you just start writing, or what? How do you?
Yeah, absolutely. It comes from a little bit of everything, My kids, I'm a stay-at-home dad most of the week. So
you fucking live the fucking dream life. Listen, everybody, Brandon's off the show now. Listen, he's literally, I'm gonna mute him real quick. Listen, fuck Brandon, fuck this. He has my dream job. All right, he's back.
That's why I look so cushiony.
Oh.
Yeah. Dude. Whatever the kids don't eat, I have to eat. I can't throw food away. That's just wasteful.
Now the kids are eating fucking caviar for lunch. Fucking.
No, they. So it's one of those things. I get inspiration from just about anywhere. If I'm driving around with the kids and my son Jack asks me, what's what would that be like? I'm like, I don't know, bud. And that could send me down a wormhole of just what would that be like? Or like I was saying a month or so ago, I just got a random drunken text from my aunt who's like, "Hey, got an idea? Use it or don't." But
it's kind of like stand up too. It's the exact
hey, absolutely.
You should make a movie about this, Brandon.
Yeah, when I was doing stand up
more
heavily.
Your aunt sounds like that.
No, you're
aunt, if you're listening, we love you.
Absolutely, and you do not sound like that.
A little bit.
A little bit. When you're drunk, maybe. But yeah, when I was doing stand up more what's the word? When I was doing it frequently. Yeah, thank you. I'm an adult, can't think of words. When I was doing stand up more frequently, that would be exactly how the conversation would go. How you were the comic tonight, weren't you? you know what? It'd be funnier if you did jokes about this.
my
Like,
God,
sweet
I
deal.
hate that.
You should do jokes about being a cashew farmer. Sweet. Don't know any fucking cashew farmers. But I'm
worst
gonna
is, like,
definitely study it.
The worst is like when somebody who doesn't do it is like, you know when you said this, like that was funny, but what if you had said this instead? And you're like,
that was actually my
fuck out of my face. Dude.
the whole start of my stand-up was the reason that I do stand-up the way I do it now, where it's like this slow and then I want to bang jokes, like, is because I need to make myself so vulnerable, because when I was walking on stage, people thought I was such a fucking asshole. I looked like the person who fucking bullied people in high school.
You have to endear yourself to the fans first before you're like, oh, we're friends now? Well, fuck this.
Yeah, like listen, I'm gonna be everything that you think I'm not,
right?
And I'm gonna show you real quick. But it took so long. Like it was like I know these are I wrote these jokes. I know these jokes are good, but I'm doing them, and I see that the crowd hates me.
Right.
And
or you have it in your head that they hate
No.
you.
No. 100%. So I did a whole.
No, they definitely hate.
So I did a whole set. It was about it had a lot to do with I'm the gayest straight guy you've ever met, or the straightest gay guy you've ever met. One or the other.
I smell a competition.
No. I'll put both your dicks in my mouth right now. Come on.
Who's the winner? Who's the winner?
Dude, we'll see how. And I've got an open throat. But
going for the gold.
But I had a lot of people if you're not actually gay, you can't talk about that. And I was like, oh my, and I had 5 gay friends at the show. They're like, Shayne, that was great. But I knew that I had to do it different. It wasn't working. It was it left me feeling like my feelings were hurt.
Wait, did gay people say you couldn't do that?
No, it was only the dirty straight whites. Yeah, it was.
That's the one thing. Okay, so that's the one thing, real quick, that fucking conservatives and liberals stand together with, is that white people just love to fucking embroil
yeah,
shit.
dude. Yeah.
A gay person didn't say they hated your gay material? Fuck off then.
Before they get to you, I'm gonna let you know. I'm offended for them.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So then I had to I show people that I am the fucking I want to make them feel when I do stand up, I want people to feel like I am probably the most vulnerable human being in the room.
Yeah.
And then I want to make my jokes after that. So my stand up, it goes from here, and then it's whoa, this guy's bomb. What the fuck is this?
Are we fans now? Yeah.
And then so I go from there. I do want to say to you, I wrote a bunch of stuff. I was going wild about writing. I had these ideas of movies and books and stuff like that I was writing. Yeah. So I sent Jordan Peele's crew. They had a huge movie competition. And so I wrote a full script. And I sent it to Jordan Peele's team. I got a fucking response.
Yay, that's a response is a response. Even if it's we're not taking it now. Even just that they noticed it.
Wait, but what if they're this sucks big dick?
Right.
Dude, that would have still been fine.
Where'd you learn how to read? Fuck off.
So what did he say?
What they said was, we really liked your concept of this, but
it needs some rework.
We only are taking lead, the lead has to be black. And it didn't make sense, because what it was about was there was these 2 kids, they were living in foster care. They were 17 years old.
For sure.
A white kid and a black kid. They were best friends. And I thought this would fit kind of the Jordan Peele. I love his style.
The demographic. Yeah.
Jordan Peele is the Get Out guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, and so
I know there's 2 of them, and I just
Jordan Peele is the guy that
very white, and I apologize for that.
Aggressively white.
You're always going to be that, I think.
Well, I thought it was, but I was because the other one has written some comedy movies, right?
Oh yeah, but they don't associate
Michael Keegan Key.
Yeah. They went way separate ways.
Wait, Kegel? Kegel?
No, what is his name? I've never met a human named Kegel. Okay, Keegan.
Oh, Keegan. Not Michael Keegan.
It's your name, Kegel?
Michael Keegan?
Michael
Keegan. Was he Batman?
Kegel, Mike, and Key.
Michael Keegan, was that Batman?
Yeah.
Is your name Mike? Ooh, that's a perfect porn name, though. Michael Kegel. Let's go.
But so I wrote this thing, and it was about these two friends. They were best friends, and the black kid gets shot. And he dies, and the white boy is like completely destroyed by it. Yeah. And they give him all of his belongings. And what was in the belongings was a couple of pictures and, like pretty much a shoebox of shit.
Yeah, like remember your buddy kind of thing.
And a cane from his grandpa. But he, one day he's twisting the cane, and he twists the cane off, and there's this weird little antidote in there, like a little green. Yeah. And he drops it on the floor. He kind of got drunk and passed out, dropped on the floor, and he woke up and he was on the plantation where his grandpa was. Oh, shit. And actually the white bull, he ended up getting all of those people out of slavery, and he was the one in 1880 who saved this guy's family beforehand. And and then boom, here they were, best friends in the modern day. And so, but they said that it had to be a lead black role, and that wasn't a lead black. It was a lead white. And right. I understand what they were saying, but
if anything,
now a movie producer, so.
Yeah, I
know. Well, and that's the thing. Following that same thought process that Jordan Peele, his movie Get Out, and then Us kind of followed, and even being a producer on Candyman.
That was they were all
so good.
I loved them all.
And even though Candyman wasn't directed by Jordan Peele, and a lot of people, when they heard Candyman was coming out, they're like, well, remember, he didn't direct it. It's we know, but it still had enough of his touch.
I am the writing on the walls.
Yeah. It was
the
fantastic.
Voice inside of your head. Dude, I fucking love Candyman.
But it had so much of a Jordan Peele touch to it. Mm-hmm. It still followed the same kind of pattern as Get Out and Us.
It's kind of so we just had Honey and Ether in the studio right before you guys got here. And I just looked at them and I said, what you guys do is completely an art form. You guys, I look at your pictures and know they're from you.
Absolutely.
I've seen 1 million pictures in my life.
It's a thumbprint. It's that signature in the corner.
And when I know I could watch you could show me 10 movies right now, and I could tell you if it was a Jordan Peele movie. If I've never seen it, I can tell you exactly if it was his movie or not.
Absolutely.
And that is my favorite type of art. It's we're so deep in movies. I want to say it Will Smith, 7 pounds or 7 pounds or oh my God, what's the other one? 7 pounds and oh God, baby, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm too tall for down here. 7 pounds
and then
what's the other one that he did right? Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
That is such a Will Smith movie.
Oh, absolutely.
He does some other stuff, but that is his art. When you want a guy to feel, when you want to feel broken for another man in a movie,
feelings out of you.
Yes,
absolutely.
And that is the most.
And there's actors that are known for that.
Yes. Yeah. Well, who would you? Okay, so actor-wise, who would you say does that the most?
Pull your emotions out of you.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think for me, it's definitely guys like Tom Hardy.
Tom
Hardy is fantastic because just the versatility. He can play
anything.
He can play anything. Bane never would have pictured him doing Bane, but he knocked that out of the park.
Yes.
Doing stuff like he did in what the hell is it? The Christopher Nolan movie where
if we run through the list,
Inception, I think it was.
Oh yeah, and then he did that was the really. Oh my God, why is my brain doing this right now? Tom Hardy was oh my God, the one with Shia LaBeouf.
Oh yeah. The old
Outlaw
time.
Out.
That sounds familiar. Yes.
This is so embarrassing. Tom Hardy, you're a great actor. If you ever want to come on the podcast, dude, it's available.
That's the thing. Inception. Yeah.
It was Inception. Yeah.
That's the thing. He's been in so many great things that for us to, I'm sure he doesn't remember everything that he's been in.
Oh my God.
Yes,
yeah.
Bronson. And Bronson is actually, I think he said that's what he thought got him the role as Bane. But Christopher Nolan, before he casted him, was like, I never saw that movie. He's like, I casted you just because you were right for the role.
He is he's a brilliant guy.
I went to look up the movie and didn't actually look it up. It was...
He went to look up the movie and I saw his phone. That boy's been looking up some dirty shit before he
You guys like buttholes? Lawless. That's what it was.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah.
With Shia LaBeouf. And this
Wait,
got a problem with that.
Tom Hardy.
Okay.
Lawless.
Flawless, yeah.
And that's another thing that goes against the grain. I like Shia LaBeouf. Even if personally he may be doing his own thing, I can't speak for that. I've never talked to the dude in person. I don't know what's going on in his life.
I think he's brilliant.
But anything I've seen him act in, I've been a fan of.
And he can make you. He's another heart. Like he can pull and tug on your fucking heartstrings.
Did you see Honey Boy?
Oh,
Honey Boy?
Yeah.
That was really good.
Oh my god, dude!
I like because he played that uncomfortable kind of like stage dad role of like, hey, I'm cool, right? Hey, I'm cool, right? I'm cool, right? And it's like, all right, man.
And then when you dive into, yeah, you get the Shia LaBeouf who is fighting cops, being an idiot trying to resist arrest. But
that's such a funny statement. Yeah, sure, he's fighting cops.
But we've all been idiots. We've all done stupid ass shit.
Sure.
His is just a million
We've all
times.
hit a cop with a right hook,
We've all been banned from Facebook, right, guys? Right, fellow banned from Facebook.
I've never been banned from Facebook.
Oh, sweet, we're in the same gang.
There we go.
Rebel.
The short guy and the tall guy, and against the tall guy.
Like Timon and Pumbaa in this bitch.
Oh shit!
Yeah, be sad about it.
Okay, so real quick, I'm sorry that.
What a wonderful phrase.
This is gonna get us off topic. But,
Hey, no passing craze.
This somebody watched one of my TikToks and they said, "Hey, how is?"
You get a lot of shit talk on your TikToks too.
Yeah, they're like, "How are Dorothy and the Tin Man?"
Oh
And I
yeah.
look like this right now, and I was like, "That's good. That's
that's-
good." I'm not
It's
mad
not the
about
worst joke.
You do look like the Cowardly Lion. That's fucked up. I'm sad I didn't come up with a
Oh.
Damn it. Everybody's got
anyways.
better jokes than me. This is bullshit.
So how long did you do stand up for?
9 years.
9 consecutive years.
You gave it up after the double digits.
Yeah, I was like, I'm out. I can't reach 10. That's weird. No, I think the first time I did it was in 2010. I
graduated high school in 2010.
Oh, fuck, I'm old. God damn. So, 2010, you were getting ready to start your life. I was getting ready to throw mine away.
No, I wasn't getting ready to start nothing. I was getting ready to run it all away.
Foot on the gas. When I turned 17, I got involved with the local wrestling company. And then when I stopped doing the wrestling, a buddy of mine named Chris Starman, who was a referee.
Hey,
for
thank you for all your beautiful pictures, Chris. Is the same Chris?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, if there's another Chris Starman, then they need to have a battle. There can only be one.
We've only got one.
But I credit Chris with me getting into stand-up because after I got done with wrestling, I'm like, what's my next thing to do? Like, what am I going to
Wait, when you say wrestling, are you talking like real wrestling, or are you talking like in the and in the right corner with like the?
Oh, I did collegiate wrestling in high school, and actually I had
You
to
did collegiate wrestling in high school?
yeah, like the singlets, like that's known as collegiate or amateur style wrestling.
Okay.
Because collegiate
I didn't know if
means
it was like.
college.
I didn't know.
That's why we both were like, wait.
Yeah,
wait
I
a
didn't
second.
know if maybe you were like getting college credits for wrestling in high school your junior year.
He's like, I was slamming fucking 30-year-olds.
These bitches were sucking this dude.
Enjoy your bachelor's degree, bam.
He was doing a John Cena on their ass. Give me a B+, bitch.
I did the high school wrestling for a little while, and then I actually got kicked off the team because I got involved with professional wrestling.
Whoa.
Yeah, because if you are doing a sport and getting paid for it, then you can't be in a high school sport. And on a technicality, even though I wasn't making any money from doing professional wrestling.
Because they're like, here's $10.
Yeah,
Some
right.
Kid.
The fact that I was doing something that we could be paid for, they're like, yeah, sorry, you got to go. And they were very
you
cool.
want some gas money?
They were very cool about it. They're like,
here's a Starburst. Jesus Christ, that's my job.
Right. And that's the thing. Like I would have been excited to stay doing high school wrestling, but at the time, I thought there was more of a future for me in professional wrestling than high school wrestling. So
Like you do.
But yeah, I did. I was part of professional wrestling from the time I was about 17. Pretty heavy until I was like either 24 or 25.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I was actually working for the company that Seth Rollins from WWE started out in. And I never went to his...
Hot guy.
Oh, it's a beautiful man.
Yeah.
But Armenian hair everywhere.
Oh.
Just it's crazy.
Does he have, do you know how his pubic section looks?
Well, most of
Like
Twitter
the
knows
rest.
now. It's very well trimmed. But no, I've actually got a funny story about him. When I first started out with the company was SCW. When we first started out, we were out in Don's Pub in Donahue, Iowa, and I went out there to like practice in the ring, get some of the rust off, and he was out there doing the same thing. But he was getting ready to like make the journey out to ROH in the Northeast, and
Rock out hard?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Northeast.
And I was out there, and I was kind of like, this was our first time truly interacting one-on-one. Like, I shook his hand and said hi before, but this was our first time. Like, it was me, him, and I think my buddy Johnny at the time. And we were I was mulling through my head of things to like say to him, and I was like, I've got
Think of your best line.
yeah. I was like,
I got one chance, champ.
You're like, I'm big. I got a big dick.
I was like, I've kind of got a funny story that concerns you, and he's like, all right, let's hear it.
This is funny.
Like, he did. There was no like mincing how he felt about it. You nasty.
Did you just fart in here?
No, I
For sure,
didn't. I
for
really
sure,
didn't.
that microphone picked it up. His
really
ass
didn't.
went
Jacob,
gurgle.
did you fart in here?
Fuck no, dude.
Tell me the truth right now. We were
Why
talking
would I
about
fart in here?
or before you got here. You said that you guys were talking about telling the truth about shit. Tell me the fucking truth right now.
Come
Did you
clean.
fucking fart in here? Do you know how small this room is? That's gonna go through fucking our. That's gonna go through our lungs. We're gonna have to consume it.
I didn't mean to, guys. My
You
tummy
just
hurt.
took a year off my life.
My tummy hurt.
You piece of garbage.
How dare you?
All right,
I
Seth
knew-
Rollins.
I thought I heard it, and then I look over, and this motherfucker's going,
And yeah, but he had just did this.
yeah. Dirty dog.
Like the fart was never gonna get its way out of its butt cheeks.
Dirty dog, dude.
Oh my god.
So, away from your fart, you nasty man. I told him, I was like, I've got kind of a funny story that concerns you. He's like, all right, let's hear it. And like immediately he crossed his arms. He's like, I can't wait to hear this shit.
Oh yeah, you know,
And-
all those rich bitches.
I rolled it back to when I was doing backyard wrestling, and my friend Andrew was 16 I think I was 16 also, but Andrew was like a year older than us, so I might have been 15. Either way, Andrew was old enough to drive, and Andrew's like, you know, it'd be fun if we go out to Buffalo, Iowa, and try and steal this kid's ring steps. And I was like, yeah, like I wanted to be a part of the group so bad. I was like, sure, let's
go
do
get
that. And we
What's
took
a ring step?
it's
the
just the
steps to get
stairs
up to the
outside
ring.
of the
Stairs
ring.
to get it, like the
Well,
4 steps.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
he actually went through the trouble of like building his own stairs to like
So like
lead to his
that's like you
trampoline.
stealing like my audio mixer.
Yeah. Like in the end, he doesn't need it, but it's a power play. You know what I mean? And I told him, I was like, so we made this plan to like hop in not even a real good plan. Like we're just like, you want to go steal ring steps? Sure. And we hop in the car and we drive off. So we drive to Buffalo, and the whole way, like Andrew and I forget who else was with us. I know it
This is
was,
knocking on the door.
but for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello. Ow,
Jesus, Jake.
motherfucker. Hi, puppy.
He's not a very
I thought
adaptive
somebody
learner.
just knocked on the door.
No, that was Jake
Okay,
farting again.
no, I'm
that
so
was his
sorry.
butthole against the
Oh, man, he really hit
It
his
really
head
was
off.
not.
That was a real bad head pump.
What kind of dog do you have out there?
Well,
You have a concussion.
dude,
He
you
doesn't
have a
have
concussion,
dog.
my friend.
What kind of dog is that?
Zero dogs.
Who's the president? JFK. No, that's,
Lay down.
what
What kind
happened.
of dragon is that?
Let's put some ice on that, buddy.
Oh my. Okay, please finish.
Okay, so the whole drive out to Buffalo, Andrew's like, hell yeah, we're gonna do this, and I'm in the backseat just like, we're definitely gonna do a thing. Like I was such a pussy, and we finally
Same.
get out to Buffalo, and we're circling now Seth Rollins' house, and Andrew's just like, there it is, you know, like staring at the steps, and I'm like, yep, there it is.
We're gonna go get it.
And he circled the block like 3 or 4 times. He's like, you ready? I was like, I hope so. And we pull up, broad daylight. We are the worst criminals.
Yes.
And open
Doesn't
yard.
sound
It wasn't even night outside?
Wasn't night. It was daytime. It
And
was
you're
daytime.
like literally admitting your crime on a podcast, so like it's the
Well,
worst.
I already admitted it to him. So we pull up to his yard. There's no fence. Big wide open yard. There's the steps right there, 5 feet away from the car. And Andrew's like, let's go. And he like kicks his door open like it's Ocean's 11. And he hops out, runs around the car. I'm like, whoo! And like hop out of the car, and we both run to the steps, and he's like, go, go, go! And he picks up his side, I pick up my side, we get it to the back seat, and it won't go in. Like, it's too big to go into the frame, get
You guys
into the
were
car.
too dumb to have a fucking pickup truck?
For sure. And we're like trying to shoulder it in. We're there for easily.
Shouldering in the back.
Right. We're easily there for like 2 or 3 minutes. That somebody, if they were inside of the house and saw
Yeah,
us
they
do
see
this, they could have ran out, kicked our asses, whatever. But at that point, I'm pretty sure they just saw 2 special ed kids like trying to shove ring steps in the back of a car, and they're like, look at this shit. No. Watch the big one.
TikTok was around. TikTok was around then. They got your
For
asses.
sure. But it got to a certain point where Andrew goes, fuck it. And then we threw the ring steps, we got in the car, and we ran off. We didn't even steal the steps. And I
touched them. That's all that matters.
And I finished off the story telling him this. I go, yeah, so we basically almost like stole your ring steps. And there was like 5 seconds of silence, and he just goes, I would have fucking murdered you. I was like, yeah, you're probably right. Like walked off. But yeah, I totally fessed up to it, and he's just like, all right, whatever.
Cool
That
story.
is fucking
get
funny,
lost.
dude.
Yeah, at the time I was like, this is like the worst thing I've ever done. This is, oh my God, I'm gonna get caught. They're gonna send me to jail. And I told him this, and he's like, yeah, I probably would have fucked you up. Like, yeah, probably right.
Well, listen, come on the podcast and defend yourself, bitch. Listen, I know I look like a little short shrimp over here, but fuck you.
He's at least 5 feet tall, though.
I'm 5'7".
Told you.
Okay.
I'm your average 7th grade height.
There we go.
Dude, I cannot believe how fucking fast that went.
Oh, yeah.
We're super
Can I ask a personal question? When I first met you, you used to do this. You used to do this bit with a Mexican accent. Do you remember any of that?
Did he sound like Mike
Absolutely.
Androllis?
No, I wish.
way better.
Mike Adrollis is a gem.
I are the dog.
But I was just wondering if I could hear any of that, like just
Please.
like one like part of a joke or something.
This was a real, like, what do you want to call it?
Why
Well,
is-
you
He's
lived
starting
in
to like.
Texas for a
I
long
see his
time,
lips
right?
starting to move around. They're like, I'm getting ready, and he's moving his lips
Yeah,
around in
he's
different ways.
like a singer, like
Right.
gets ready.
go.
There's a real, like, what's the word? I'm totally forgetting. When a comedian comes up with a joke that's just like, all right, motherfucker. Like, it's a joke that everybody's done before. Or knockoff.
Hack?
Or, yes, thank you.
Jesus.
Thank
Oh,
Jesus joke. I heard a Jesus joke recently where the guy's like, what did Jesus say after they took the nails out of his hand? He goes, the feet.
sorry, Lord.
A real hacky joke that I took or told, like, when I first started doing stand-up was I talked about me and my buddy Ben moving down to Corpus Christi, Texas. Mm-hmm. And a lot of our neighbors were Spanish-speaking folk and, heavy accent and stuff like that. And making friends with them, I told them all that my buddy Ben's last name was Dejo. And they loved that shit. So he'd walk out of the house and go, "Hey, Bendejo!" He's like, "What, man?" They're like, "Nothing, fucker. I got him again."
It's good. It's good. If I was to close my eyes right now, give me a little bit more.
What's going on, fool?
Oh, it's not.
You got to take the L off the fool.
Remember, I worked in a prison for a long time, so I heard a lot of these.
You got to take the L off, fool, and
more.
You're good to go.
More.
More.
Bendejo.
I thought that was probably the best way to make friends with them, and they were like, "All right, you're cool, man. You're cool." But yeah,
I had a buddy. His name was Josh Salgato, and when we were in like 7th grade, he told me that he was moving away, and I know this is like one of the dumbest things you may ever hear, but he was like, "Dude, let's just fucking get high on grass." And I was like, "Okay." And
like actual grass?
Yeah, like lawn clippings. So we sat there and ate grass until we puked green. And listen, like, I was so happy Josh Salgado moved away. Because I was like, why would we do this ever? Like, and, I mean, he was so stupid. Josh, if you're still alive, dude, like, I hate you. I literally hate you.
I smoke lawn trimming with you, bro.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I'll go smoke anything with him. I didn't want to eat fucking grass clippings.
Bro, you couldn't even get Reggie. You had to have me fucking eat.
Oh, dude, it
grass?
was.
Let's go drink peroxide, man.
Yeah.
It's got alcohol in it, right?
Oh, my God. We got to wrap this up. Where, we will be back. Like, you got to come back, right?
Yeah, I'm down.
Jake, I don't know if you'll ever come back again.
That's fine.
This is the second time. It's the last time.
Jake can come back anytime, dude. I can just sit here and just listen to Jake and just laugh and not even have my mic on.
Right. Like, go to town.
So, we got Brandon Gale, Jake McDowell in the studio. This is Shot 30 Podcast. I am Shayne Neubert. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We're going to have clips attached down below. But, Brandon, if you have anywhere that you want people to find anything, let them know. Jake, the same for you.
You go first.
You can find me on the Twitters at I don't fucking know, dude.
Well, do you have like a OnlyFans with a big cunt?
I do have
with
an
a big old
OnlyFans.
danger.
It's free. You just have to look up my Google account. So if you can figure that out, you can find my penis.
Okay. Yep. And then, or just ask me because I have a couple pictures of it.
There we go. Yeah, panoramic.
Brandon?
I'm on most social media as Boris the Idiot. You can find me on Twitter at Boris the Idiot, Instagram at Boris the Idiot. I'm also on Instagram at Flyover State Pictures.
Where will so it'll be on YouTube, right?
Yeah, most likely I'm gonna, as soon as it's done going through like the course and all that stuff, they say as soon as they're done grading it and it's done with the school side of it, I can do whatever the hell I want with it.
So what's the name on the YouTube?
Don't necessarily
Boris
have
the
one
Idiot.
for that. Probably Boris the Idiot, but I'll keep you posted as soon as one is more solid.
The movie is Hide and Seek, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be called Hide and Seek. It should be done and produced and out for the world to see. I think by late February.
Hell yeah, dude.
What if we post it on Shot 30?
I'm down.
Oh, don't even.
I'm down.
I will collect all the benefits from that. Thank you guys. This is Shot 30 Podcast. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Shot 30 Podcast is available on Apple Podcasts. Got a little bit of ham. Spotify, Stitcher, CastBox, YouTube, all those things. Please like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. Look at these two beautiful babes. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. And thank you for listening.
Oh my.